Hi, Stitchy friends. Welcome to Cross My Stitches. My name is Jackie, and today is December 29th, 2022. I hope you all made it safely through that terrible storm that we had come through most of the country, and we had to go through the holidays, which a lot of people had a white Christmas this year. We had a white Christmas as well, although it wasn't snowing on Christmas Day. We did get hit with a few inches right before Christmas, which was great. But that storm that came through was cold. I know a lot of you are cold. I'm in Kentucky. It was very cold. So our low was 4 below 0, and we had the wind chill brought it down to below 22. And then our high for the day after it came, the day it came through, was a high of 18 degrees. So, and I don't even know what the wind chill brought it down to during the day, but it was cold out. It was very cold. So when it hit Thursday night into Friday, it did cause a lot of ice in my area, and I was not able to go to work on Friday, right before Christmas there, and the driveway was very slick. We have a sloping driveway, so anything that was melting on the driveway iced it up, and the garage door froze shut. So I wasn't going to work that day. I didn't have any way to get in. The next day, Christmas Eve, my husband drove me into work. He was home. So it was crazy. It was different. We enjoyed some of it. I enjoyed staying home that day and being able to stitch and everything, but hopefully everybody made it through without any broken pipes. We were very fortunate as to we insulated underneath. When we bought the home, we had issues. If you're following me, but before, when we bought the house, we had a lot of water coming up. We're on top of a spring, so we had to insulate the whole bottom to keep the water out from affecting the foundation of the house. So it stays pretty warm down there. We didn't have any trouble with any kind of freezing of the pipes or anything, which was awesome. So I know some people did have that around here. They did have broken pipes and leaks and stuff, so it was not a good thing, but gladly we made it through it. So it is the last couple days before the new year. And so this will be my last video for this year. I just want to thank everybody that has joined me, that has subscribed, that has watched, that has commented. You guys make my cross stitching so much fun. You know, I stitch all this stuff because I love stitching it, but I love sharing it just as much as I love stitching it. And I love sharing tips and tricks and showing you how-tos and all those other things. So my plan for next year is to continue on that route, to be sharing things with you, and hopefully you'll join along with me and share. I'm on Instagram at Cross My Stitches. I'm on YouTube. So you can always share on Instagram if you want to share and tell me what your handle is on YouTube, make sure, or on Instagram, sorry, to make sure that I'm following you as well, so I get to see what you're stitching on. I have a fabulous finished object today to share with you. I have a new start. I have some whips. I have some gifty items that I made for coworkers that I have extras of, so I wanted to show you that. I received some Stitchy gifts. So I have quite a bit to show, and then I have plans. So, and my plans have gotten out of control. Out of control. I got way too many starts coming up in the next couple days because my birthday is on Saturday, New Year's Day is on Sunday. So I am going to be busy starting things that I probably shouldn't be starting because I have way too many whips right now. And I know you say, what's too many whips? Well, for me, it's 23. 23 is too many because there's some in there that I have not touched for several years, which means I need to cut it down because I need to be able to touch each and every one at some point during the year. And if I can't do that, then I have too many. So why am I starting new things? Because I have a birthday start, I have a New Year's start, I joined a couple of stitch alongs, and what else? There's something else, but you know, there's always something that makes you want to start more and more. Thankfully, most of the things that I'm starting are fairly small. I'm not starting any very large projects. So these are things I definitely can finish within the year next year. Certainly before the mid-year, hopefully I'll have a lot of it done. So we'll see. Sorry, that was my phone. So let's get started. My big finish was out of Backyard Favorites 6. This is Crosswing Collection, and I did, let me tilt a little, I did the Blue Jays right here. I started this is my birthday start last year, December 31st, and I wanted it done before this birthday because I will not start a new birthday start unless I have that one done. So this is what I have, and it came out so adorable. Look at that. And yes, those are all French knots. All this white is French knots on the birds, on the branches and stuff. It's like a flowering tree, and those are all French knots. Now, I will admit that when it comes to French knots or it comes to snow in a scene, I will not follow the pattern. I used to all the time follow the pattern, count out where the snowflakes and stuff are, and place them where the designer has put them. But I have since learned that there is no rhyme or reason to snow. There is no rhyme or reason to French knots or where they go or anything else. So this time I just put them where I wanted to put them. It saved me a lot of stress, a lot of time of counting, and I think it came out gorgeous. And I'll put it up close again. And it looks fabulous. So I'm looking forward to getting this framed. I do have my, and I know you can't see it because of the glare, but that is my cedar waxwing that I did from Crosswing Collection. And now I have my Blue Jays done. And I would love to know from you if you also follow the chart for these little spots of whatever, it's beads, it's stitching, it's French knots, you know, those little confetti little stitches here and there, or do you just kind of wing it? So leave me a comment below, let me know. Let's see how many people actually follow the pattern when you have to do random stitches, and how many people just wing it. So leave me a comment below, let me know, and we'll talk about it next time. On my next video, we'll look at see how many people follow the chart and how many people just what I call wing it. Okay, so glad to have that done. I did work on a few things this last couple of weeks, and one of them is Prairie Schooler. So I said I was wanting to get 3 of these done a year, every year, so I could catch up on the backlog of how many charts she has out. She has, since 1984, she has been putting out a Prairie Schooler. So this is 2018, and I love the snowman. You know, I have this fetish for snowmen, and this is where I'm at with it right now. Sorry, I have not, and I'm still in the middle of stitching it, so threads are hanging, but I have not finished it yet. So there he is. I'm working on the snowman body. The Santa's pretty much done. I just got to finish the snowman and stuff, put the words in, and he'll be finished. So that'll make 2 that I have done this year. I'm not going to hit the 3-year mark, but I am committed to making sure that part of the ornament stitching that I do is that I do 3 of the Santas next year and try to stay on that path so I can get them caught up, at least for the ones that I really, really love and want to get stitched. So I've been working on that. That's my car project right now. And I keep it in the car. And then I've got this one here, which is 2019, and that'll be the next one I start. It's also in the bag. So when I finish this one, I can start with the next one. Whoop, lost my scissors. Oh, and I want to show you guys something cool. I like to throw in these little tips and stuff in the middle of my video. So if you're watching, you're following along, you don't miss these things. I picked up these manicure sets over at the Walmart. So they originally, you can see they sold for $3, and it's just a little set with all the tweezers and stuff in it. And what it looks like inside, let's see if I can find, oh, here it is right here. This is what it looks like inside. And I thought these would make the neatest little cases to hold my scissors, my tweezers, my needle, everything in. So I started converting them. For $1.50 a piece, I bought multiples of these to put in all my project bags. And I will show you what it looks like when it's converted. So this is what I have. I keep the scissors that come with it. I keep the tweezers that come with it. I put a needle on this side, and this is magnetic. So what I did was, if you look at this, this is how they normally look. I cut this all off. I didn't take this backing out because I found out if you take out this backing, there's nothing behind it but this fabric. So it'll just push in. So I learned to leave this in. I cut all this elastic out. I cut a piece of magnet to fit inside of it. And then I put a little glue on that pink shoved it in there, made sure it's stuck in there, and now I have my needle, my scissors, and my tweezers with me. If I wanted to put a snag nabbit, I could certainly put that in there. But really easy, cute little case that now I can throw in every project bag and not have to worry about, do I have my needle, do I have my scissors, do I have tweezers, or if I need them. And I am starting to learn that when I'm finished stitching on a project, I put the needle back in here. I don't leave it attached to my project. So then I know it's in here safe until the next time I stitch. Now this particular one, these were at Walmart. And they're in the Christmas, this was the Christmas, the stocking stuffer stuff. I don't know if your Walmart still has them or not, but you might be able to find stuff like this, like a case. It's got a little push to open kind of button. You might find them at a dollar store or something, relatively cheap, and your Walmart still may have them on clearance. But sorry, the neighbor's dog just ran by my window. That's not supposed to be on my property. And they're like 3 houses, they're quite a ways away from me down, but the dog's still running free. Anyway, great little project. This one here, which is really a shiny, I only bought one of these and then found out that this is kind of flaking a little. It's leaving little glitters everywhere. So I only bought one of these. The other ones I bought that were really cool was this, and the dog just went by again, was this one, like a mermaid type look. And then let's see what else. There's rose flowers. There's all different geometrics. They had black leather, brown leather, and so on and so forth. But I thought they were super cool. So I wanted to give you a heads up on that in case you wanted to do something similar, that you could get a case for $1.50, which is not bad at all. And it comes with the scissors and the tweezers. So I did take the other nail clippers and the cuticle pusher and all that other stuff, and I put it in a box that I'm going to donate it to the food bank and the shelter, so that they can hand them out to people, that are there, that are homeless and they need to clip their nails or whatever, that they have those things. So I'll donate those things. So, okay, so that's what I keep in each of my project bags. So in this one, let's see, did I put one in this one yet? I didn't put one in that one yet. I'm still working on getting them in my project bags. So that's my first great tip. I hope that you guys can find some of those if you want to do that. The next project that I worked on was Under the Sea Sal by Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery. I'll put a picture here of what it's supposed to look like. And I did do a little more stitching on this. I really need to get this done. I feel like I'm slacking on this. There it is. I got all this stuff on this side of the bottom here worked on. That's what I've been working on. I still haven't put any peeps in it, little peoples, but I don't think I'm going to. I think I'm going to add extra little creatures. I want my Under the Sea Sal to be just the creatures under the sea. So actually love this fabulous fabric. It is called, it's by Hand Dyed Happiness, and it's called Calypso, I believe. So it's really pretty. Sorry about the wrinkles, but I want to get this completed. It's going to have to go away for a little while. I'm not going to be working on it in the next couple of months, but by the time that spring comes along, I want to get that done by summertime. And then I have a new start. I talked about this before, that I was going to start the Drawn Threads Welcome Winter. Of course, winter started December 31st, not the 31st. December 21st was the first day of winter, and I was supposed to have that done by then, but of course I didn't get it done. I had other things going on. So I decided to get it started now. So I started it yesterday in the middle with the snowman. And almost all these patterns call for dinky dyes and for needlepoint sinks. Needlepoint silks. And I have dinky dyes, but I don't have those particular colors. I don't have any needlepoint silks. So I converted it to Fancy Floss. So it is all my Fancy Floss colors that I chose. And sometimes when I do this color changing, a lot of times what I'll do is I'll take the chart, I will look up a conversion for dinky dyes or needlepoint silks to DMC. So then I have a list of the DMC colors that will fit and kind of match what they have here. Once I have that list of colors and I can pull or see those colors, I have the what is it, the sample book, the DMC sample book, then I can pull my fancy floss and see if I have something that looks similar or that I like better than the color that they have chose that kind of matches the picture from what I want it to look like. So that's how I do the conversions. So if you don't have that sample chart that gives you all the DMC colors in the threads, that is an invaluable tool to have. I think it's like $25, $30. You get it on the DMC website. I know other stores, Michael's or Joann's, might carry it. I want to say Hobby Lobby carries it, but I'm not positive. But I thought I saw it there. So it is invaluable when you want to convert from one type of floss to another. So I do have all my flosses here that I'm converted, and they're all, there's Weeks, there's Color and Cotton, there's Classic Color Works, there's Gentle Arts. It's whatever color I happen to like. And this is where I'm at. I did start in the middle, and I'm partially done with the C. I got my snowman in there already. It is a little wrinkled because I was working on it this morning, but there it is. There's my C with my snowman and his arms up. Now the arms were supposed to be one strand in backstitch, and I felt like they just weren't going to stand out. So I did do mine in 2 strands because I wanted him to have actual arms. I know they're sticks, but they're not twigs. So I wanted him to have thicker ones. And so they kind of stood out a little more so you could actually see them in the design. So those are the things that I have been working on this past couple of weeks. See, and this one has the little kit. And you can see if I open it, there's my supplies right there. So I have that in with my drawn thread pattern. Let me get all this back in my bag so I don't lose anything. Okay, so that is that. I did have a giveaway my last episode for the chart for my Christmas sled stocking. I did not hear from the person that won, so I'm going to do another drawing and I will post it here for the new person. I'm doing it after the video, so congratulations to the person that won. Please contact me at crossmystitches@yahoo.com with your mailing address, with the title, YouTube winner or Flosstube winner, something that'll draw my attention to your thing so it doesn't get lost. And I'll be glad to get that out. It is for the printed or the color copy, the printed copy of the chart, any leftover flosses or beads or anything else that I have, they will go with it too. It should be quite easy to match all the colors to a DMC color. They look very similar. They probably are DMC colors, but you have enough floss to do a matching. So if you wanted to stitch this, you could. I received some Stitchy kindness in the mail over the last week. And I have to show you this because me and my husband both laughed. My friend Katrina, who is the Crafty Cataloger on YouTube, she sent me a card, and I'm going to put my finger across my address. But she said, Mrs. Jacqueline Campbell and Mr. Cross My Stitches. So we both showed my husband. I said, "See, now you're Mr. Cross My Stitches." And he laughed. He thought that was funny. She made me a beautiful card that she hand did. I, on the other hand, made no cards or sent any cards out this year. I just overwhelmed with everything that was going on. So I apologize to those of you that I normally send a card to. I just didn't get my act together soon enough to get that done. I received another card from a friend, Crystal. And it's a snowman because she knows I love snowmen. Just absolutely adorable. Thank you so much, Crystal. I appreciate the card. And now I have your address. So I will keep that. And then my friend Kim and I exchanged gifts. We do Christmas and we do birthdays. She sent me this beautiful card. And she made the cutest little hanging ornaments. As soon as I saw them, I'm like, oh my God, those are adorable. And I had to ask her immediately where she got the pattern. But these are a little gingerbread man and woman. And look at that. Look how adorable that is. But that's not all. You flip it over and it's got a back to it. You get it flipped around. There's his back. So you stitch the two and then stick them together. Is he not the cutest thing you've ever seen? So that's him. And then there's the missus. I just love them. They're just so stinking adorable. There she is. And then she did me. She did me. She also stitched me the deer, the reindeer. Look. And then when you flip the reindeer around, there he is on the other side. They are so stinking adorable, Kim. So adorable. I went nuts for them. I stuck them on my tree. And I'm telling you, even as small as they were, they stood out like not a sore thumb, but they stuck out where I could see them. Just, it was just amazing. I looked at them every day. Every day. I took them down today because I wanted to share them, but I loved them. So I had to find out where the patterns were. I did save the Etsy store that had the patterns. And I definitely want to stitch some of these because she had other ones besides these. So I love the two-sided perforated paper, and they're just so adorable. So thank you, Kim. I really appreciate that. I also made, sorry, I don't mean go out of frame, some stitchy gifts for my friends at work. My hair is not doing good. I want to talk about my hair. I tried to use a volumizer on my roots, and my hair feels like a helmet right now. So anyway, so I made some gifts. I made stitchy gifts, and then I made other gifts. So I did make some sleigh ornaments, and these are the extras that I still have. So that was the sleigh ornament. That's who is that? Foxwood Crossings. And that's where you can get the sleds. And unfortunately, I had some other sleds to show you that I got at Walmart on clearance that were slightly larger than these for 75 cents, but I forgot them at work after I paid for them. So they would be perfect for putting stitching on. So next time I get them and I do a video again, I'm going to show them but they're over in the dollar shop. If your Walmart has a dollar shop, go over and look. Right now they're 75 cents. They're in a section over there that has like cabin themed items, and you'll find them there. And they are, like I said, they're all wood. They're not metal and wood, and they're a little bit bigger, but they're great for stitching. They have some little picks stuck to it. You could certainly pull that off, sand it off, repaint or restain, and then put your piece on there. So I really wanted to show those, but I ended up getting 8 of them for 75 cents a piece. It was $6 for 8 of them, and then I left them at work. I also made little change purses. So this is a pattern that I got from somebody on Instagram. I will link below her Instagram account, and it just opens up with the snap, and then it's got the little hole here, and you can put your money, change or something, and keep it in your pocket. So I made some of those. I made some Ohio stars, I think they're called. And this I got from a tutorial watching Christine Art. Is that her name? I'll link her below. There's a blue one that I made, and then there was a red and black one that I made. Lots of fun, easy, no sew, just iron. You have to use some spray starch or something to firm it up a little, and then spray, no sew. Those were fun. And the last things I made a bigger one for my friend Carolyn at work, but this is a smaller one. I made a cathedral window, which is really cute. So there's the front, there's the back, and just a beautiful ornament that's now hanging on my tree. So that's what I did. And the fun thing was, this is what I did for work. I got 16 bracelets. I kept one. I gave 15 bracelets to coworkers. And so I would gift them something once a week if they were still wearing their bracelet. I don't have my bracelet here with me. Mine said, "Let it snow." They had little things on, "Merry Christmas," "Oh Holy Night." They had all these little sayings on them. So they had to wear their bracelet the entire month. And then once a week, I would gift them, if they were wearing their bracelets, something. So the first time that I gave out gifts, I gave out lottery cards, lottery tickets. So I bought enough lottery tickets for how many people, and if they had their bracelet on, they got it. And I gave out the lottery tickets. Nobody won anything. Nobody picked the last, because I let them pick their own tickets. So I'm like, you pick it, you win. And the one ticket that was left was a winner I got, because there was nobody else. I ended up the winner, but only of $2. They were $1 tickets. The next week I did some candy. If you had your bracelet on, you got some candy. And then the third week I did the ornaments, and I put them in little bags that looked like, well, it doesn't matter what they were, little bags. You couldn't tell what was in the bag, and they just had to pick a bag. And of the 15 bags that were there, 10 of them had a handmade ornament or a stitched ornament, and 5 had just candy. So they had to pick the bag, and they get what they get, or they get the little, I made some of these too. And so the first couple people that picked, all they got was candy. I'm like, really? Really? And I think 3 or 4 people picked theirs and still didn't get a gift. And I was like, I can't believe it that they would pick, because I had them all mixed up in the box. And so I ended up filling it all. And I did have a couple left because some people didn't have their bracelets on them. So I ended up, they only got candy, and then I got some extras. And I ended up, I didn't go to work on Friday. It was a mess Saturday, and I didn't get a chance to re-gift them back out again. So it was lots of fun. It was something to do at work that kept them going. They really enjoyed it. They liked having the bracelet on all month. So it was really fun. Okay, I'm going to pause for just a second, and I'll be right back. Sorry about that. The loose dogs have been running back and forth in front of my window, and I finally had to tell my husband to please go out and scare them off. I ended up pounding on the glass door that we have, the storm door, and they took off. So they need not be over here, because they just cause trouble, and they poop and pee all over my yard and dig stuff up, and it just aggravates me. So anyway, back to what we were talking about. So those are the gifts that I received. And then I had posted on Instagram, Grant Your Stitchy Wish. It was a hashtag. We do it every year. And I can't remember exactly what it is. I'll put it up here. And someone reached out to me and offered one of the items that I was looking for, which was the triple play pillows from Hands On Design. She had just finished stitching the summer basket, and she sent it to me. So thank you so much. I'm not going to mention names because I didn't get permission, but I can't wait to start this next spring. I really want to do all 4 seasons with the pillows. I love the quilted look on the pillows. It's a really adorable. So I'm looking forward to starting that this next year. I also, the only other mail I got was my Cross Stitch magazine. That was my last bit of mail. Didn't buy anything else. I think I got a couple of PDF patterns, but I'll probably share those next time because I don't have them out right now. So what are my stitchy plans? My birthday plan, I'm trying to dig through here because there's so much piled up, is I actually have two birthday starts planned. Now, neither one of them are very big, so not a big deal. But every year on my birthday, I will start a crosswing collection. And this year, I'm doing it out of Extinction is Forever crossed wing. And I'm going to do the piping plovers right there. So it's not really big. It's not a big design. I'm doing it on, well, maybe you could help me decide what I'm doing it on, because I got 2 fabrics in here. I have no idea what I'm going to do. It is a design. I picked out 228 counts because it is a small design. It is 9x6 is what it is when it's finished. So not big at all, but it's supposed to look like it's on some sandy beach somewhere. I'm going to put it in my bathroom because my bathroom is blue. And so my choices are as follows. I picked out a 14 count, if I can get the glare out, 14 count fiddler's cloth, which those of you who know what fiddler's cloth is, it has these lines and stuff. It almost looks like sand or beachy. Or I have this 28 count waxing moon. This is by Fabric Flare. See if I hold it back. Nope. No. Yeah, that don't help. So it is mottled with some tans, and I don't know which one to do. What do you guys think? Tell me below. What do you think? Should I use, and we'll put them side by side. Should I use the waxing moon? I wish I could get a better color of it. Like that. I know that's kind of far off, but that's the color. Or should I use the fiddler's cloth? What do you think? See if I tilt it like that, maybe you can see it a little better. So tell me your thoughts. Which one? So it'll be going in my bathroom when it's finished. So that's going to be a birthday start. So probably in the morning, I will start this before we go anywhere. And then my second birthday start will be, and I know Pam from Just Keep Stitching has started this one. And I already had it kitted ready to go, and I knew I was going to start it. It is the Fancy That Elf, the Postmaster. And once again, I am using my own color choices, and I'm stitching all the elves on 36 count flax linen because I want them to be smaller than my Lizzie Kate Santa. And these are all my colors. Oh, I lost one. So I have a bunch of different colors to make the Postmaster with. So that's going to be lots of fun. And it's always a mixture. It's got Gentle Arts in it, Color and Cotton, Victoria Motto, Weeks Dye Works. There's a DMC in there. Just whatever colors that I wanted to do it in. So that will be on Saturday, December 31st. And then I'm going to put you on hold again because the dogs are back. Apparently what I did didn't work. Hold on. I am so sorry. So, of course, the dogs were back again. So I had to send my husband out there again to get them off the property. So I guess I'm going to have to call animal control on tomorrow. They're closed today. I'll call them tomorrow and report them so they can find them again. They're supposed to keep their dogs in check. The reason why I have them chased off the property is because when my dog is out there and he's on a lead, he doesn't run free, they come up and attack. They're the reason that my one cat, Mia, has become aggressive towards my other cat and my dog because she was scared to death when Festus and I were attacked months ago. And I was trying to get in the door to get away from the dogs. And I'm sure they meant no harm, but they were jumping and trying to get to my dog. And I tried to back up on my steps and I ended up falling through the door. And the cat was standing there and totally freaked out when the dog tried to get in. So she has not been the same since. She has been so freaked out that she thinks anybody's being anywhere near aggressive to her, she attacks. So it wasn't a good thing, and it still isn't a good thing. So I don't want them on the property. I should be able to go out on my property without other dog poop that I have to step in. We poop or scoop our dog because we don't want to walk out onto poop in the yard, and I don't want some other dog on my yard. So, and I've asked the neighbor to keep their dogs on their property. They have an electric fence with collars, but they apparently don't keep the fence on, or something else is going on, and the dogs are always loose. So anyway, enough of that. Besides the 2 starts for my birthday on the 31st, I have 3 things. I have 3 plans for January. I actually have 4. 3 of them will be new starts. My leg's starting to itch. I hate when that happens. Ever since I had that infection on my leg, it itches. And I'm going to be starting, I lost my train of thought. Carolyn Manning is having a Grandma's Jewelry Box sale. That is a month-long sale. I'll post a picture here. And this looks so cool that I definitely wanted to join in. So she's already sent the first pattern out for January with all the supplies. You get a list of the ones you need for the current month, and then you get a list for the entire year, what you need. I've got mine all together. It is a PDF form, so I'm already got it in my Goodreader app. These are the colors for January. Look at all those jewel toned colors for January. Just beautiful. That's the brooch. So it's 12 brooches, 12 months, 12 brooches. Now you could do them all together. It has cry neck in it, and it has beads. So there's 3 different beads. I have mine in little holders. There's 3 different beads. This is the third one. It's like a champagne. And then there's 2 different cry necks. And so you got a gold, and then you've got a different one here. So those are the cry necks. And then she sends you it at the beginning of every month. So she was talking about, being aware that if you put it on, there's a lot of beading involved. So if you put it on one piece of fabric, understand that it may pull a little. I'm trying to think of what she said, but she said she had planned to do 4 at a time. So it would be 3 sets of 4. And I like that idea. So my thought was to do 4 in a square, turn it as a diagonal, and put it in a frame and put them together on a wall. So that's what I'm going to do. I am doing mine on a piece of 28 count antique white Lugana. So I have my Lugana here, and I'll be starting that sometime at the first of the month in January. I am also doing a stitch along with my friend Kim in Florida. We are, and I've talked about this before, we are doing the Pattern of the Month series from 2012. It was Stony Creek. It has 6 patterns in the series. 6? Yeah. I think it's 6. 6 patterns in the series, and they look like this. And so I have this all set up to go starting on the 1st. And you can see this is what it looks like on the back. And I won't be doing mine in a long row like that. I will probably be doing 3 across, 2 down. So it'll be more of a rectangular shape than what they show here. And I am doing it on, and I grabbed 2 fabrics out, so I'm still waffling. So again, help me out here, peeps. I'm waffling still on fabric. This is what it looks like. It's like on a tannish, and it says it was stitched on 28 count clay cashel linen. And these are the colors that are in it. Hold on, let me grab them all here. This is the whole series, the colors for the whole series. So, I mean, lots of yellows, and you can see browns and blues. So that's the colors. These are the fabrics. So this one is a 28 count Lugana called Chestnut. This is hand dyed by Stephanie. So there's the colors on that. It's a beautiful chestnut color, brown. And then the other piece is going a different route. And this one is a Springfield Sage 28 count Lugana. And it is a not a minty, it's more like sage. That's exactly what it's like. And there's the colors on that. Getting washed out by that light. There, that's good. So those are the colors on that. So I'm just not sure which one I'm going to start it on. If you have a thought, if you'd like one over the other, leave a comment below and let me know what you think, what color. And I'll also post this on Instagram and see if I can, on the other one too, if I can get a better color representation of the fabric so you can see what I'm talking about. But this is all kitted up. It was a gift that I received from Kathy, Crafty Cat Stitcher, on YouTube here. She's also on Instagram, and she sent me the entire patterns with all the specialty stuff, which was so generous of her. And I can't wait to start this with my friend Kim. And hopefully I can get one done a month and have this done by the middle of July. And then the third thing that I will be starting in January is I have joined 12 and 12 ornament sale. So an order a month for 12 months. Christine Slaughter, Stitch All the Things, who was starting this, she had mentioned it. I said I wanted to jump in on it. I think she's planning on doing 2 a month, so she's going to try for 24 and 12. But I'm going to do the 12 and 12 at least. I might do more, but I'm at least going to try 1 a month and get them done. So I have 3 smaller things that I'm starting. I'm also planning to finish off my winter welcome within the next few days. And I'm going to focus, and this, I had talked about starting Sweet Nectar, which is a dimensions kit on my birthday. I pushed it back because it is a large project. I'm trying to stay away from large projects right now because I have so many going, and I want to get all my large projects completed. So I pushed it back. I'll probably start at mid-year, and I'm going to focus on my Four Seasons band sampler. So this is what it looks like. I haven't pulled it out in quite a while. I have 2.5 months or 2.5 seasons done. So I don't have a lot more to do with it. And it looks like this right now. Let me get this all out. Ooh, hard to hold. So this is what it looks like. Let me go back all the way so you guys can, hold on. Let me get it wrapped right so I can give the whole thing. Maybe we can use the board because this thing is long. Let me pull my Blue Jay off, put this on. Sorry. I just wasn't thinking I had to do this way. So, okay. So this is what it looks like right now. So I have spring, summer, fall. I still have to do the band that's right here. I have to do that below for the fall. So I'll show it up close. This is full of specialty stitches, which I love. Satin stitches, Algerian eyelets, all different stitches. So it's really cool. The bee skep is a specialty stitch. All the flowers have satin stitches in them. And then there's the third one with the squirrels, which is just too stinking adorable. And so all I have to do is finish up the band that goes between them, which is this for here, and then I can go into winter. And I'm going to spend January and February focusing on this piece to get it done. So the December one, you can see here, I just got to finish this, get the glare out, this band, and then do this, and then the zigzag down here. So this is all I have to do to get this done. And I know I can get this done if I just focus on it. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to focus on that. I'm getting out of breath now. Too much talking, no drink. My lips are dry. So I'm going to focus on that and see if I can get that done in between my monthly doohickey thing here. So we'll see. We'll see. You know what happens when I make plans. I am lousy at sticking to plans. I get a hair and I decide to do something different or start something different. Or I'm trying to put this away as I'm talking to you. Or I don't want to work on that kind of thing. So hopefully we'll see how good I stick to the plan. So in 2 weeks, we'll see if I was able to stick to a plan and make it happen. Wish me luck. Wish me luck. I think that's it for now. I want to thank everyone for watching. I want everyone to have a happy, healthy, safe new year. 2023 is coming on quick, and I want everyone to enjoy their holiday, but please be safe. Don't drink and drive. Hubby and I will be staying home. We're going, on my birthday, we're going to another town that's close by for steak dinner, do a little shopping, and then we'll be home probably before dark, because I normally don't go out on Christmas Eve because it's too crazy. Crazy people out there. People get drinking and driving and all those other things, and we just prefer to stay home. We're not night owls. So I think that's it. If you have any questions or comments below, please leave them. Greatly appreciate that. This channel is monetized. You really, when a YouTuber, if you're not a Flosstube or a YouTuber, you don't realize when somebody says they monetize their channel that they're getting money. It is pennies. It is pennies for every time someone watches your video, or they have to go through the ad thing, whether it's skippable, non-skippable, whatever. And they don't get that much. It's very little, but it does help if you're doing giveaways or other things that it helps support that. In order to get the money from YouTube, you have to accumulate up to $100 in that account before they'll send it to you. I have gone the whole year, I haven't gotten $100 yet. So it's not a lot of money. Even though I get a lot of views, I'm coming up on 3,000 subscribers, which just blows my mind that close 2,800 plus people, 2,890 people, I think, want to watch me talk about cross stitch. One of the things that you can do as a watcher of Flosstube and YouTube to help the person who is creating the channel is allow the ads to play instead of skipping them. Those few seconds that you allow the ads to play, it just gives them a few more pennies in their account. And it really adds up if you're watching someone's channel and you want to support them, it's a great way to support them without having to, feeling like you have to send something or you have to do something. It's a simple thing, takes another minute of your time to let the ads play. So if you're watching my channel and you enjoy my content, please like, please subscribe, comment, because I always respond to every comment. And if you don't mind the extra minute, let the ads play through. So it'll give me a few more pennies in my account. And at some point, I'll reach the $100 so I can get it. Be safe out there. And I will see you in 2 weeks. Have a great day. Bye.